Steven Summer here for Terrier Vision. I'm joined by sophomore guard Keantra Washington. Keantra, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Can't complain. Can't complain. So you're headed into this game, and you've been having a pretty successful season thus far. In the last in 4 of the last 6 games, scored in double figures. I guess first, tell us a little bit about your approach on offense when you got the ball in your hands in a position to score. What's going through your head, and really how do you attack the opposing defense?
Honestly, just take whatever the defense gives you. I always look for my teammates first, and if something's open, see it. You got to look for it, but keep your eyes up, and whatever you have, take it.
Absolutely. Now, Wofford runs a bit smaller of a lineup, and I'm not sure how or where you played in high school, but you've been playing a lot of time at the 4 this season. Has that been a change this year or something you had to get used to?
Well, definitely coming into college and AAU, I had to transition from a center to a guard because in high school, of course, I was the biggest person. Middle school, I was always the tallest. So I played a lot of center in middle school and high school, but I had to make that transition, and my AAU coach and my coaches up until now have definitely helped me make that transition. So.
Awesome. So do you think there was any growing pains heading into that, or how would you, I guess, describe your transition from always playing that bigger role in AAU in high school into where you're at now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a struggle because you're not as coordinated and your ball handling is not as good as other people, but people have definitely worked with me and were very patient because it was tough. Could not dribble a ball for anything, so it was definitely hard, but people, stood behind me and helped me get through that. So.
Awesome. Now, looking ahead, looking at this season from last season, definitely seen some improvements here this year. What would you say has been the biggest change coming into this season from last season for you in your sophomore year?
For sure. I think the team dynamic and us playing together as one and not as individuals. We don't get into our heads as much as I did something wrong. It's more we did something wrong. We need to pick it up together. So I think that team dynamic has definitely increased from last year.
Awesome. Now, talking about adjustments a little bit from last season, obviously last year, freshman year, what would you say you did differently coming into the season, both through preparation and then through the games here thus far?
Well, I was here all summer. I didn't take any summer classes the second session, but I decided to stay so I could work with the coaches, work on my ball handling, shooting, because I definitely stepped into a bigger role this year. And the coaches told me, you have to put in that work to be able to be successful in that bigger role. So.
Awesome. Now, you guys have William and Mary tonight, and then you're headed down to Jacksonville for the University of North Florida Holiday Classic. I guess talk me a little bit through the game plan for tonight, and then what to look forward to here with the holiday tournament right around the corner.
Well, William and Mary is definitely a tough team. They have shooters. They can penetrate well. Our main focus is getting on those outside shooters and making sure the 3 doesn't get up and that we can keep up with that. And then going into Florida, we haven't really looked into that too much. We're really focusing on William and Mary now, and then tomorrow we'll focus more on the Florida trip.
Absolutely. So just taking it one game at a time.
Yeah, one game at a time for sure.
Awesome. Now, you're originally from Simpsonville, right down the street. I guess tell us a little bit about what the recruiting process was like with Wofford, how I guess at the end you ended up deciding to come here to Wofford.
Honestly, it wasn't even a hard choice for me. Once I came to Wofford, I had been to other schools, made trips, visits, whatever. But once I came to Wofford, I came on one visit here, and I knew this is where I needed to be. The coaches were amazing. They looked at me more as a person and not as their pawn in their game of basketball, and that really meant a lot to me. So it wasn't hard to make my decision at all.
Awesome. Now, what would you say you're most excited for in this season moving forward? Obviously, a lot to look forward to. What are you most excited for?
Our success. I cannot wait to start winning games and going on these winning streaks because we're so close. We're almost to this breakthrough, and I'm just really excited because we're going to get there.
Awesome. Now, we're going to do kind of like a quick little speed round of some of your favorite things. Gotten to know you a little bit on the court. We'll get to know you a little off the court. So I'm just going to ask you for a favorite thing. You'll just tell me what it is. So favorite food?
Favorite type? Mexican. I eat a lot of food, so I don't really have a favorite. Anything that's good, I'll eat.
Okay. So good food, isn't it?
Good food.
Favorite TV show?
Scandal.
Movie?
Premonition.
Book?
Ooh, I don't read enough. Okay, pass.
Okay. Favorite pro athlete?
Kevin Durant.
Musical artist?
Beyonce.
Place on campus?
My room.
All right. Part about Wofford?
The beautiful campus.
All right. A few more questions for you here real quick. Just a couple more, get to know you. When you think about this team, who do you think is the funniest person on the team?
I think we're all pretty hilarious. We're all crazy, and I think that's why we get along so well because we're all just crazy, completely crazy people. So.
All right, so just kind of a whole team effort there.
Yes, we're all crazy. So, yeah, pretty much everybody.
Gotcha. One last question. Holiday season right around the corner. What's your favorite part of the holiday season and why?
being with my family. Being in college, you don't get to really see them that much, so definitely being with my family, spending that time. Not even the gifts part of it, just being with them will be my favorite part.
Awesome. Sorry. Well, that does it here for us. Once again, for Terrier Vision, Steven Summer, joined by sophomore guard Keantra Washington.